Okay. Today I'm out with Reverend Zachariah, American Reverend Zachariah A. Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now, formerly Town Talker Talk Show in Plainfield, New Jersey, you know. It's politic time. President Barack Obama is going all around the country, and his wife, First Lady, is going around the country trying to stir up some good news in the Democratic Party.
That's right.
So many situations is going on now. It look like the Republicans want the House back, want everything back, Senate back, and I don't understand it because you know, I'm not against any president, but George W. Bush didn't leave us economically sound. I'm here today with Mr. Reid, Mr. William Reid. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yes. Okay. Bill Reid, whatever it is.
Bill Reid. William Bill always followed.
Yeah.
And running for City Council of the First Ward in Plainfield, New Jersey. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
To be here.
All right. How long have you been in Plainfield?
It's very important.
I moved here in September 1967, so that's about 43 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Deeply rooted now.
Deeply rooted, raised my family here, had 5 offspring. Been here ever since and enjoyed Plainfield. I moved from Newark right after the disturbances there and the disturbances in Plainfield.
Sure.
There's still some
And
empty seats over
I was
there.
accepted
so if you
here.
can see.
My family, my kids went to public schools here. And I've always supported Plainfield as one of the best places to live in Union County.
Okay.
Now everybody should have the
You've been in
agenda
office already.
for the
You're in
program.
office
The
now.
program will be an hour
Yes,
and a half.
I was
We're gonna
appointed
try
in
to end the
December
program on time.
2007 by
There
the
will be time for you to
Democratic
ask
City
questions.
Committee.
And it will
And
be,
I had to
there
run
will
in
be,
2008, of course,
papers and
and I'm
pamphlets
proud to
passed
say I
down
was
to
on
you.
the same ballot
You will
with
be, writing
the
down
great
your
president, Barack Obama.
Sure.
And
We all remember that, you know.
right. It was an exciting election.
Exciting.
I was unopposed in the Democratic primary, and I was unopposed in the November general election, and I've been in office. My term will
My name
end
is Jaja
December
Wong.
31st
This year.
of this year, and that's the reason I have to run again.
We are based in Newark, New
You
Jersey.
run against a
We
Republican,
provide
is
legal
that right?
services
That's right.
to
A fellow named
immigrants
Sean
qualified
Alford.
for immigration
I have
status.
not met
And
him,
we
but
also
he
have
has a
various
reputation in the
community
public housing
organizing
field as being the Section 8
Su
specialist.
nombre es Jaja Wong, ella es del
Okay, tomorrow you guys are gonna,
American
everybody
Friends
should be at
Service Committee.
NACP
Ellos ofrecen
Oh, yes,
ayuda legal a
down
los
at the New
migrantes
Street at the
para los que
NAACP,
califican como estatus de
candidates
inmigración
forward.
de migrantes.
Yes, I'll be there
And
at
then
5
this
o'clock.
young man, his name
What made
is,
you interested in
Mauricio,
politics?
and he's
What
helping
got
us
you
to
into it?
translate.
Well, you know, when I
for the
moved
program.
here to New
Mi nombre
Jersey,
es
South
Mauricio
Carolina,
Severo, yo
I was
estaré aquí
15.
traduciéndole
And I had a very
programa de
dear
esta tarde.
friend also from South Carolina that was involved in politics in Newark named Clyde Mitchell. And he would come
Several
and
months
get
ago,
me,
the
take me
American
to
Friends
the
Service
headquarters,
Committee was called
and at that
to
time we did
respond
everything.
and to participate
Folding and
in
stuffing
a
envelopes and
conversation
placing
dealing with
stamps and
bias
going
crime
out.
and
And
immigrant
he
fears about
was the
reporting
special
crime
secretary
in
to
Plainfield.
Mayor Collins.
Hace unos meses
Goes
llamaron
Way back.
Right.
Before Aneesio,
grupo
no?
que ella
That's
trabaja,
right, before Aneesio.
para que ellos
And
vinieran
at
aquí
the time
y respondieran
that,
porque parece que ellos
Mr.
recibieron
Gibson, Ken Gibson ran for mayor.
llamadas
Of
de
course,
que
we
aquí estaba
rallied
sucediendo
behind him in
violencia contra
1970.
los
We got him
inmigrantes.
in office. And I saw the
We
importance
have
of being
been,
involved
we
in
have participated
politics.
in meetings with the
Very,
Attorney
very
General of New
important. I
Jersey,
encourage all
with
young
the county
people to
prosecutor's office,
go to the
Union County
headquarters.
Prosecutor's
When you
Office,
need
and
help,
the
which all of us
Plainfield
do,
Police Department.
at least you can say I
Ellos se han reunido
participated
con
in
el
the
fiscal del
system.
estado de Nueva Jersey, con el fiscal del
moved
Union
to
County
Plainfield, as
y
I
con
said,
el
in
director de la policía de aquí de
1967.
Plainfield también.
And I became involved out here, albeit I was working in Newark at that time. But people like Rick Taylor,
Sure. Honorable Rick Taylor.
we got behind Reverend Lattimore,
Sure.
who was a
Junto con los líderes de la comunidad por los pastores de
very
Plainfield,
fine gentleman.
tuvimos una reunión y
Pastor
hablamos
Red
por
Rose and Sharon,
hablamos tratando de averiguar cuáles son las
Baptist
razones por qué la gente hispana tiene miedo de
And we got
reportar
him in
crímenes en
office.
Plainfield.
That was Bill Merritt,
We believe that it is important that immigrant
Joe
members, community
Montgomery,
members,
Bill
in
Brown,
Plainfield
Okay.
understand
all of us sort
the
of
role
pushed
and the
it,
job
and
of the
fortunately
police
we got him
department,
elected
and
as
also
the
the Union
first
County
black
Prosecutor's
mayor
Office.
of Plainfield.
And
Lattimore.
That's
that
right.
we will be able
And he was the
to,
first Democrat,
the
I
immigrant
think, in
community
about
members
60
will
or
be
so
able
years.
to
Wow.
report crimes
Okay.
So
and not have
that meant a
to,
lot to us. It meant a lot to the young
suffer
people
the
as well,
consequences
because
as a crime
it
victim.
showed that
And
we,
that,
as a
regardless
race,
of your immigration
could
status,
participate
crime
in the
victims should
system
come out
and run a city.
report those
Sure.
crimes.
Thereafter,
Es importante
I
que la comunidad
participated in
entienda
just about every
el
election
trabajo que
held
tiene
in
la policía de
Plainfield.
Plainfield
I
y el
voted
fiscal del condado de
for
Union
everyone,
County para que
the presidents at that
los
time that
miembros
were
de Plainfield no
running
tengan miedo de reportar los crímenes.
I also
Para que ellos puedan reporten, no se queden callados y no sufran las
encouraged people to
consecuencias de
vote
quedarse
for
callados como
our
víctimas.
chairman of the Democratic City Committee and our
There
assemblyman
are other
for the
reasons why
22nd
immigrants
district,
don't come
and that's
out
Jerry
and report
Reid,
crimes or
who incidentally is a
even
fine
interact
gentleman,
with the police officers.
and a trainer. that
Sure,
he
sure,
sits
sure.
there and he
We
will
don't speak
teach
the
you.
language, English very well.
I
that
also
we're afraid
have been
of,
involved in
speaking
the accounting
Spanish
system
or,
as part of my
in,
regular work
insufficient English
and I became a
communicate
treasurer
with the government officials.
for just a lot of
Quizás hay otras
candidates. Bill
razones también
Merritt,
por
as
qué
an
el pueblo
example,
hispano no se
running
quiere
the city
acercar a la
council.
policía. Uno de esos es el lenguaje.
Sure,
Quizás
sure.
algunos no
I
hablan
was even
mucho inglés
treasurer
y los oficiales quizás no hablan mucho
Milt
español.
Campbell.
Milt Campbell,
ran
yes, yes,
as
I know.
a
We
Senate
have one
candidate
that
for the state
Wow.
on the Republican
Police
ticket.
Department of
He was on the
Plainfield
Republican ticket.
has
Yes,
worked
and
very
he was a
hard to
neighbor of
address
mine,
that
lived
issue.
across the
And
street.
I
He asked
believe
me
that
to
the
do it.
director will be talking about
I think
that
I've
a
been
little bit.
a treasurer for
That
just
they
about
are bilingual
every
officers that you
important
can go to.
Parece
candidate
que
here
la
in
policía de
Plainfield,
Plainfield, el director
perhaps
va a
except
hablar en unos
people
minutos
that had their own
y va a
organizations.
Sure,
decir
sure,
que
sure,
en la
sure.
policía pues
Let me
hay
ask you this, Ray.
policía bilingüe que saben hablar
What do you see
español.
Plainfield in the future?
Wow, a
So
great
now,
question.
public
I'd like to see
safety and prevention
Plainfield
of crimes are the major jobs.
you get some
of the
jobs
police
here
officers.
for young
Their
people.
job is
Sure.
I
not
think
to
we can do
report
it.
and,
One of the
report,
two
undocumented
processes that I think are
La
important and
seguridad
I've been
pública y
pushing.
resolver los
One
crímenes
is to get
es la
some of the large
misión de la policía de Plainfield. Ellos no están
like the
aquí para rescatar a
Verizon,
gente
the
de sus países.
state,
Sure.
the county,
Public safety is
any of
also
the large
responsibility
companies that have
of
satellite
all of us who
offices.
live in the
Sure.
community.
instead of
La seguridad
farming it
pública
out
también es la
to foreign
responsabilidad de cada
countries
uno de
like
nosotros que
India,
vivimos en la
as an
Sure.
example, and have
Sure.
nothing against
So
India,
now,
but I think that
we,
any of our
the
people
organizers
can
of
answer
the
the
event
telephones
and
better
the officers who are
than
sitting here,
the people that we
we
deal
hope
with now.
that the
If we had a
community
small
members
office like
that are
that
sitting here
here,
and learning about
Sure.
the information
Employ
and
a
about
lot of
the
people.
different
Well, I'm going to say
programs,
this way. I
that we
interviewed
will
a
go
lot of
back to
people
our
William,
community
down in
today
Washington at the
and
One
be
Nation.
able to
Okay.
further educate other
And
people.
everybody talked the
And
same
then help
that you're
others,
saying.
in
Set
the
the companies
future.
up here instead of overseas.
You're right.
Nosotros de la organización y los
But I
oficiales
wanna
que
know
están
this,
aquí
man.
presentes,
Without
esperamos
rewriting
que ustedes
economic
hoy en este
script in
día,
America,
puedan
can we
aprender
do
algo
it? Can
para
they
que
do it?
se puedan ir de aquí
If the
y
people
poder
that
ayudar a
have
otros que también se puedan encontrar en
power
problemas
and
para que
Senate
puedan reportar los
Washington
crímenes
get
a la
the
policía.
inclination to do it,
You also want to make
can.
sure that
It
you
is
have
not
the
an
But will American
of
people
the
be
State
able
Department
to
and
afford
officers.
the goods?
So
In other words,
there's
if
any
we
kind of public
begin
safety issues that
to
you know where to go to.
do telemarketing,
También queremos asegurarnos
the
que ustedes
great
tengan los
mail-ins and
números de
things of that
teléfono de
nature,
la policía de
telephone
Plainfield
acts
y de
as
algunos
operators, as you
detectives
say,
para
overseas.
por si algún problema
Can we
ocurre,
afford?
ustedes saben a
Would
dónde
our
ir.
bill be more?
I just want to introduce
You understand? That's the question that I'm asking.
presenters,
yes,
the
I think
officers
it
that
may
are
be
here
a little
today.
more.
So
But
we all know
we
who
would
they
have
are,
people
and
that
they
can
will
pay.
be introducing
I
themselves
believe
and then
that
talk about
paying
what they do.
people
And then
25 cents
provide
an hour,
information,
50 cents an hour, $1 a day in the
to,
foreign countries, you would substitute that
do
to
further,
perhaps
community
$20 or
education
$30 a
to,
day in America.
But will we be able to afford that? Will the common American people be able to afford the product at that moment? At that point?
Yes, they would if the people that is producing and selling the product receive
So,
a
am I right?
less
The first
of
one is
a
Detective
profit.
Johnny
Oh, okay.
Moore.
All right. Now,
Right.
see. All right. Now you're clearing it up.
That's
That's
right.
that. Okay. There you go.
That's the key.
Oh, that's the key.
Now,
The people that's producing it and selling it, accepting a less profit.
that's right.
But they want full pot.
They want everything.
Oh, okay. Now we got
That's
something there.
right.
That's good. I'm gonna keep that point with me.
And the problem, of course, is that the greediness
one on the right
of the
of,
producers and the sellers.
Sure. Now we got something. Okay.
In the recent reports, they made more profit than they ever in the history of the company.
Wow. Okay.
That is on our backs.
On his
Further
right,
to that, the more people
is
we have
our
working, the less
honorable,
taxes
Union County
that we have to pay
prosecutor,
because they would be
Theodore,
Sure.
Here in Plainfield, we need to sell a lot of houses and get the houses rented off
Sure.
and the businesses going, and that would help us in our stringent budget problem
Sure.
that we now have. And we have a horrible budget problem, frankly. So that's the first thing.
and on
The
his
second
right
thing
is
is
Detective Brimmer.
I've
Detective
advocated,
Brimmer
I
is
spoke
bilingual,
to
fully bilingual,
Congressman
in charge of
Malone,
internal affairs.
to Representative Donald Payne.
Sure.
I spoke
El
with
segundo señor que
sent
está
an
aquí es
email,
el fiscal,
a
el primer
voicemail
asistente,
to
el fiscal.
Barbara,
El señor que está aquí es el
California, Barbara Lee.
Sure.
She's
del
now
condado de William
the
County.
chairman
Y
of the Black
la señora y el
Congressional
señor que están ahí son los
Caucus.
dos detectives de aquí
And
de
she
Plainfield.
talked about getting jobs. I think that we need to go back to a CETA type program,
And then the last
even
on the
the
right is
CCC
Detective,
program.
Sure.
The WPA.
But people looked at it, and I know the CETA program helped a lot of
Oh,
people.
heck yeah, it is.
But people look at that right there as
Me
more of
disculpa, me equivoqué.
an in-house
El
welfare
señor que
job.
está aquí, él es el
Well,
That
director
it wasn't
de la
an
policía
actual,
de Plainfield.
you know what I mean, like a stimulus job.
La señora y el
That's how they
señor
look
son
at
los
it.
detectives
If
de aquí de
you
Plainfield.
look at it from the results of the CETA program,
Sure, it was good.
I know a lot of people now that would not have had a chance, but for the CETA program, to even get into working in the city.
Sure.
And they made just great citizens, whereas if they had not, they would have still been in that poverty
That's
level,
right, that's
which
right.
is going up. We just had a tremendous increase in the poverty level of people living below the poverty level that we are going to have to solve if we're going to be a great country.
Ahora la señora Carmen va a
And the
pasar y
federal
le va a dar un
government, under
papel
the
con un
stimulus
lápiz para que usted
program,
pueda
spent
apuntar su
billions, even
pregunta.
trillions of dollars. We
Es
have
posible
spent
que
trillions
solo
of
va a haber
dollars
un tiempo limitado para
killing
las
people in
preguntas
Iraq,
y ya cuando las tenemos aquí adelante van a
Sure.
revisar
and
las
Afghanistan,
preguntas
and
que son
Pakistan.
más acerca
So
del crimen y cómo
my
recortarlos.
proposal is to redirect some
That's
of
right.
the
now I want
funds
to welcome
to
Yeah.
people
the
that
Union
live
County
here,
prosecutor.
Sure.
not to the police department. I do have a problem with people getting arrested,
Ahora le quiero dar el
especially
tiempo
young
al
people
fiscal
who I
del condado de Union
consider
County para que
parts
dé las palabras.
of the system.
Sure.
You see, I don't know anyone that have airplanes,
Many years ago, my
ships,
grandparents came to
boats
this country.
that bring in the illegal drugs.
Similarly,
I don't know any
knowing no one,
big seller
having
of
nothing
illegal
but the shirt on
drugs.
their back.
But I do know a few young
Hace
people
muchos
out
años mis abuelos
there
vinieron a este
on the
país, igual como
corner
muchos de ustedes aquí,
trying to
cono-
hustle
no conociendo a nadie y solo con sus camisas en sus espaldas.
How the whole drug business.
So if we could cut
They
those
arrived
people
with
to
one
work,
thing,
Sure.
and that was a
I think we would be
determination that they
in
were going to
good
have a
shape.
And
better
I think the
life
words
in
of
America.
Hillary Clinton when she said that America
Llegaron con una
will have
determinación
been
y era
that
de que
America
iban a
will
tener
become
una
a
vida mejor aquí en
illegal
América.
drug taking nation.
yeah,
And if we can get rid of that right there,
Like many of you,
then we can change some of
we
the
could change
some
some
of
of
the
it.
cause of.
But you know, the legal drug business is
Cuando
just
ellos
as
llegaron
bad.
aquí, Ellos tenían mucho miedo y lo
We have
entendían.
never taken as many drugs in our history
As we do today, because we didn't have them before.
That's right.
So now that we got them, they give them to you for everything.
And the problem I see is that they recommend it, and you don't know if they do any good, but they may be, so you don't stop.
Right, exactly.
Don't
It's
stop
that
taking
mythical part.